I want to be royalty. I want to have power. So I'm learning about all of the monarchs in England, throughout history. The conquerors and the ones that inherited all of their wealth and glory. I guess I plan to do both. King Henry III of the House of Plantagenet reigned from 1216 to 1272. He was only 9 years old when he was appointed king. It was during the First Barons' War. By the way, good luck to anyone asked to run a country at the age of 9. I mean, doesn't look like he got much guidance because he wasn't popular, there was too much taxation, and failed military campaigns. So much for adequate counsel. Still in the House of Plantagenet, let's move to King Edward I, who ruled from 1272 to 1307. This king is very famous. He's also known as Longshanks and the Hammer of the Scots. He was huge, and he was a warrior king. He fought in the Crusades, and guess what? He started the tradition of calling the royal heir the Prince or Princess of Wales, after victory now. Didn't know that, did you? A bit of trivia. He took the sacred stone of Scone, that rhymes, that's great, the sacred stone of Scone, from the Scottish. He defeated William Wallace, who was a Scottish knight who became one of the main leaders during the First War of Scottish independence against King Edward I of England. Remember the movie Braveheart with Mel Gibson? That was based on Sir William Wallace. So King Edward II. Oh, this is a fun one. Lots of action. A serious disappointment to his father Longshanks, or Edward I. King Edward II married Queen Isabella of France when she was only 12 years old. Isabella is another one of those she-wolves of England. Sadly, not much of a marriage, as Edward was actually madly in love with his squire, Gaveston, who's a dude. Edward II gave all of Isabella's and his wedding gifts to Gaveston. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. Possibly all of them, I don't know. It's a pretty piss-poor gesture. And spent much of his time with this guy Gaveston instead of Isabella. Edward lost the Battle of Bannockburn to Robert the Bruce's army. Gaveston was murdered, and Edward was eventually deposed by Isabella and her lover Roger Mortimer. Isabella was responsible for the murder of Edward in Berkeley Castle. Can't get into the specifics, but suffice it to say that it must have been extremely painful, and it involved the insertion of a red-hot poker.